Hello, my name is Brianna Keith, and my project is the Wild Hotel. It is an eco-luxury hotel located in Byron Bay, Australia. So just a little about me. I had the opportunity to visit Australia for the first time at the beginning of this year. I visited a friend of mine for 2 weeks and we traveled all over Australia. But while I was in Australia, the bushfires were spreading throughout the country with the worst wildfires it has seen in decades, with large parts of the country devastated since the fire season began in late July of last year. The fires burnt an estimated of 46 million acres, destroyed over 5,900 buildings, and killed at least 34 people. The native wildlife in Australia have been greatly affected by the wildfires. Even after the initial devastation of the fires, an estimated billion animals and lots more bats and insects are likely to die over the coming months as a result of lost habitat and food sources. Saving these species will require a lot of emergency intervention and a lot of long-term work. It will be years of helping wildlife, which will involve predator and herbivore control to reduce pressure on native species and the translocation of species as well. There is an obvious need to help these animals, so it would be ideal for a wildlife hospital to be able to help as many animals as they can. So an idea I had for this was to make the wildlife center a destination for tourists and locals alike to visit and be able to see and help the local wildlife. So I came up with the concept of combining a luxury hotel and a wildlife hospital. The wildlife hospital will run off of donations and the profits of the hotel. So let's dive into the solution that I came up with, which is the Wild Hotel, which is located in Byron Bay, Australia. The building site for the hotel is located on 3 Shirley Street. It is just south of downtown Byron Bay. It's just a few minute walk from all the local shops and restaurants. And then it's only a 2-minute walk from the beach. And then the Wild Hotel is a 5-story hotel with a rooftop pool. It has a parking garage on site, and then also the wildlife hospital is located in a separate building on site, with only the wildlife rehabilitation center located within the hotel for guests and locals to visit. So now I just want to give a general overview of the entire hotel layout. On the first floor, you start off in the lobby with a spiral staircase and an elevator in the middle of the staircase, and then the reception desk will be on the top right corner. Next, we have the restaurant and small coffee shop, and then we have the front office for the hotel staff. And then at the top, we have the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center that has the public viewing area and then a separate staff area in the back. And then on the second floor, we have mostly guest rooms, but there is a gym and spa area that also includes a hot tub and sauna that guests can use. So moving on to the third floor, we only have guest rooms on this floor and then also the fourth floor. So moving on to the fifth and final floor, we have guest rooms as well on this floor, but we also have a bar and lounge for guests to use, and then which leads out to a rooftop patio and pool. So now I want to focus just on the first floor. We have the entrance at the top located here, and then the reception desk right next to the entrance. And then for my first perspective, I chose the lobby area, which is located here. So we're going to see the seating area in the back, and then the elevator and curved stairs, and also the reception desk. So as you can see, I really wanted to bring in a lot of natural light in with the floor to ceiling windows. We have tall ceilings, so it goes up to 15 foot 9 inches. And then we also have floor to ceiling windows on the entrance wall, which the elevator door is facing. And then I also really wanted to bring in a lot of wood and organic materials. So I really just wanted to bring the outside in and make it a natural space. But I want to bring your attention to the ceiling for a second. I have two separate types of wood beam designs that is split in the middle by the spiral staircase. I did this to symbolize the Australian Aboriginal flag, which is shown here. I also wanted to point out the elevator shaft. It is covered in living plant wall, which goes throughout the entire hotel on every floor. Next, I want to talk about the public viewing area located in the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. This is the final step for the animals after they've been treated by the wildlife hospital before they're released back into the wild. So this is a place where the locals and the guests can come and see the wildlife that the hospital has helped. So in this room, I really wanted to make it very neutral and then still have a couple of organic and wood textures though, but really have the animals be the main focus of the room. So here you can see the three separate rooms for the different animals. First we have the kangaroos, and then next we have an aquarium area for sea turtles and other fishes. And then lastly we have the koalas, which also can be viewed in the lecture hall, which is right through that door. So now I want to focus on the fifth floor. I wanted to show one of the guest rooms. So we have four different types of guest rooms. We have a king room, junior suite, deluxe suite, and a presidential suite. So I wanted to show the junior suite. So as you can see, I really wanted to make the bedrooms all pretty neutral with only a couple of color accents here and there. So there are plenty of windows. We have floor to ceiling window to the right of this picture, and then we also have the window bay area where you can see the bench seating. We have king bed, and then we also have a dresser and a stand-up wardrobe for guests to put their clothes and things. And then we also have a bathroom just to the back of this wall where the bed is. And then we also have wood ceilings and concrete floor, but with, of course, a rug around the bed to make things cozy. So now I want to get into the barn lounge area, which is located on the fifth floor as well. And it goes out onto the pool and patio, which is located on the rooftop. So I really wanted to have the floor to ceiling windows in here as well. And we also have the glass doors that go out on the pool patio. I just wanted to make sure that everyone in the bar and lounge area has a great view of the ocean and the beach. And then the neutral tones are continued in the bar area with just pops of green. And then we also have the concrete floor that continues with the bar top. And then I have patio seating out on the pool area and also some lounge chairs out there and a couch and a fire pit just to make sure that it's welcoming as possible and that people from the bar can choose to be in or outside at any time. And then I want to bring your attention to the ceiling as well. In the bar area, the ceiling design is made out of thin wood beams and lighting above to shine through the cracks of the design. So now I just really want to emphasize on the wildlife, and I want to talk about how the wildlife needs as much help as they can get after the devastating wildfires. Saving their lives will require a long-term solution that can continue to help with the wildlife with anything that threatens their lives or habitats. So there really just needs to be a solution that can continue to work and not just be based on whether or not they can get enough donations. And I really think the Wild Hotel and Wildlife Center would be a great way to make a reliable income for a wildlife hospital. Combining the luxury hotel experience with ecotourism could be a great um, market for hotels in the future, and um, these hotels can use sustainable design and practices to put the local environment first. Um, the hotel and wildlife center alike will be a great sanctuary for its users, wildlife and humans. Uh, Wild will be a great way anyone can help contribute to help better the environment and the local wildlife in the area. These hotels can also use lots of natural and organic materials to help bring the nature inside and really just make the whole experience a very sustainable and enjoyable experience. Having a way to make a wildlife hospital a destination is a great way to create extra revenue and be able to help as many animals as they can. For example, the Australian Zoo, they have a wildlife hospital attached to their zoo, but they get the revenue from all the guests that come to their zoo every year, and they're able to help a lot of animals, and they're able to build more wings, and hopefully this can become a large market in the hospitality field, especially, which can lead to many more hotels, making a huge difference in the environment and the local community.